we go to breakfast.
Shayo, shayo, you go bow for the result.
Hi my loves, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ivy and I'm a Nigerian based YouTuber. If you're seeing this face for the first time, don't make it your last time. Stay with this family by subscribing, turn on your post notification so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be the first person to get notified. And if you're a returning subscriber, hi my loves, welcome back to the channel. So with the title of the video, you should already know what the video is all about. This is a video of me house hunting in Abuja. Although by the time you're watching this video, I've already seen a house. But let's just say last week was like the worst 1 week of my life. Like I've never experienced what I had last week. I've not really had this house hunting experience before, because when I moved from Akwa Ibom to uni, I did not house hunt because my then roommate, I met her inside a car from Agbo to Abraka, yes. So we became roommates. We started talking and we became roommates. Thinking of it, may I so rest in peace. She died last year. So I've not really had that experience of house hunting, but let's just say that the reason why the whole thing got to me was because I didn't have anywhere I was staying. I was staying in an hotel, and before someone would say, you did not plan, before I went to Abuja, I've already seen 5 houses and they were very okay. So it was now left, the only issues I had was with the location. But when I was like, if the location is okay, if the amount that I'll be using for both will not be too expensive, no problem, I can stay there. You understand? But when I got there, the distance was too much. When I checked both, I was going to pay like 3,600 naira. Just going, coming back the same thing. So you get, so I could not do that. So I now had to start house hunting from the beginning. And so that was just it. A lot of things happened. There were houses that they took me to that I didn't even like I didn't even bother calling the agent to look for another one, because guy, you did not know what I wanted. Like, you didn't know what I wanted, because if I thought you actually knew what I wanted, I made sure I explained myself very well. If you knew what I wanted, you wouldn't have carried me to that place. You understand? So I did not even bother calling some of them. And there was a house, that was the beginning of my heartbreak. Like, I don't know, apart from me being broke, not having money and all, I'm not sure there's something that has really gotten to me like that. Like, I cried because I saw a house I liked. Like, the house was very beautiful. The video is on, I have the video, so as you're watching this, you will see some of the videos of the houses I saw. Some of them I could not even video because it was very bad. And some of the houses, like, okay, that particular house was very fine. Everything was there. It was in a good environment where I wanted to stay. You understand? But the problem there was that there were like 3 people that were looking for the same house. So the landlord told us to fill form, do this one. The management of the compound also told us to fill form, do this one. I filled form, snap passport, submitted this thing, and I was hoping to hear good news, but sometimes you get something, sometimes you don't get it. Let's just say the house wasn't meant for me, because when I actually saw my house, it wasn't stressful. Like, it wasn't stressful. Within an hour, I've already paid for my house, and it wasn't like, do this one, do that. Do you get that kind of thing? So let's just say the house was not meant for me. The house wasn't meant for me. You get? So, but you know, when things like that is happening, it's actually hard for you to like believe. It's actually hard for you to like just believe, have faith that this place was not meant for me, because I was already tired of looking for a place. I was spending money in a hotel that we were staying, me and my friend were staying, so it was very bad. And also we did everything, the house did not work out, and also we need to start from the beginning again. Like, this story is not story that I want to really share everything, because if I want to start that, I will just dedicate one video talking about my experience house hunting in Abuja. I'll just talk about it, because even in the process of looking for a house, I actually got robbed, guys. Like, it was that bad. So finally, today is Wednesday. I saw a house on Monday, and it was a new house. I've always prayed to God before I left Delta State. My friends know this. I've always wanted to be in a new house. But when I got to Abuja, because of how things were, how it was hard for me to even see a good house, talk more of seeing a new house and all. I was like, God, as long as the house is okay and it's a place that I can be productive, no problem, I can take it, be it a new house. But God actually listened to me. God knew that I wanted a new house. That's why they say the tongue is very powerful, because right from the beginning, I've always said I wanted a new house. And the house I actually saw, and okay, the house I actually rented is a new house. I've even moved some of my things to the house. I'll still share a video of it. I've even moved some of my things to the house. The house is very okay. I wanted to do an empty house tour, but I could not do that yesterday, so I could not do it yesterday. But you guys shouldn't worry, it's just few of my things like my bed and my table that is in the house. We can still do it because there are still some work I want to do in the house, so you guys will still get to see the house. So that was it. So I came back to Delta yesterday. I just want to like unpack my clothes, then I'll plug you guys with the rest of the video, what happened throughout last week. Don't worry, I think I'll still get to talk at the end of the video, but if I don't get to say anything at the end of the video, you guys should just enjoy the video, watch the video. I'll share some of the agents' number that were good to me, and the agents that found the house for me, I'll put her number in the description box. So enjoy the video.
Sabi girl no dey too like talk. Animals stay in human form. Body man nobody like talk, but you must hustle if you want job. If no finish, they won't fight us. If them they run, them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too like.
So guys, this particular house was at Jabia. It was Jabia, and the house was going for 250,000 naira. Like, I can't even. I think this was the agent that after the first day he showed me the house. I just told him I did not want, as he like I didn't call him back again because this man didn't know what I said. In the last clip, you saw that I think that space was for kitchen, and the space I'm about to enter is the bathroom. Like, the house was not even ready. I wanted a house I'll move in immediately, and this is the room. How am I, oh God, how am I supposed to stay in this kind of room? I told this man my budget, and I told him the kind of house I wanted. Like, I don't know why someone actually carried me to this particular house. Like, I can't even explain. And the agent took me, and the same agent took me to another house close by. It was still at Jabi. Like, this house was so bad. This was like the worst. I didn't even bother calling the man because he didn't know what I wanted. God, this house was very bad. How was I supposed to stay there? And the next day, that was when I started seeing houses. And this particular house was at Utako. I don't know. This house was just there. It was in a very good environment, and all. It was on a third road. The house was very okay, but it wasn't okay for me. At that point, it was too expensive. This house was going for 700K. Even if I wanted to, by then I wanted to rent a house for 700K, so it should be something very fine. The part that I love most about this house was the kitchen, because the kitchen was kind of big. This one could fit your cooker and also the fridge and all, and there will still be space even if you want to sleep. So this house was going for 700K. No, I think there was no service charge. So that's that with this house. And this other house, I wanted to take this house, but the agent that took me to this house was a thief. Like, the man a thief. Like, I don't understand. He told me this house was 500K, but when I wanted to pay for this house, it was like it's 700K. I just get turned off. I was like, I'm not paying for this house again. I could not pay for it again because he even lied for me at first. So that was it. The house was very okay. It's a place I would like to stay. I would have liked to stay then, but the man lied and I could not do it again. So that's that with this house. This house was going for 500K. Not until the man told me it's 700K. So that's it with the house. And the next one was this house. I like this house so much. I love this house so much. This was the house that actually made me cry. Like, I prayed so much that I wanted this house. This house was very okay. It was just portable. This one was at Wole. It was in a very good environment. The kitchen, everything was just portable, and all, and the compound alone was very beautiful. I like this house. I liked the house so much, but I didn't get it. This was a house they asked us to fill form, snap passports, this one. And at the end of the day, I didn't get it. And I started crying. Like I cried. My friends that called me that period knew that I cried. Jesus, the cry was too much because I really wanted the house and I was already tired of house hunting. But let's just say the house wasn't meant for me. Maybe that's why God didn't give me the house. But with that, the house was very, very okay. And to the next house, this was at Utako. This house was going for 800,000 naira with service charge of 200k. Like, this house was too small. This would be like BQ. Like, the house was okay. You wanted to make like a studio apartment. Why didn't the room get bigger a little? Look at the room. Look at the kitchen is there and the room. Like, this house was so small. I could not even make a video. And here comes my house. This was a house I finally went for. People should just manage this empty house tour. This shingene empty house tour. Don't worry, I'll do a full house tour for you guys when I get back to Abuja. This house is so beautiful. I love this house so much. I know you guys can tell from the way I'm laughing. So this is my house. Yeah. Bye.